Today, sloka 9, no?
Prabhuji, 8.
8, okay, sorry. Okay, we'll start. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudiret Nastapráyesha Badreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistaki Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yatkripatamaham Vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Chaitanyameshwaram Om Ajnanatirmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurum Militam Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharani Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarani Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Om Tassat. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, 16, chapter, text 8. We'll continue reading. Who is going to read? Please. 8. Who is going to?
Archana Mataji.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
कश्चिन निर्याति तवद यावद अष्ट इहम तकात इताद अर्थम हि भगवान आहुतः परमार्शिदीहि आहो नर लोके प्रीयता हरि लीलामृतं वचा. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation: as long as Yamraj, who causes everyone's death, is present here, no one shall meet with death. The great sages have invited the controller of death, Yamraja, who is the representative of the Lord, and living beings who are under his grip should take advantage by hearing the deathless nectar in the form of this narration of transcendental pastimes of the Lord. Purport: every human being dislikes meeting death, but he does not know how to get rid of death. The surest remedy of avoiding death is to accustom oneself to hearing the nectarian pastimes of the Lord as they are systematically narrated in the text of Srimad Bhagavatam. It is advised herein, therefore, that any human being who desires freedom from death should take to this course of life as recommended by the rishi headed by Shanuka.
Hare Krishna. Prabhupada ki jai. Further, Sutta Goswami is saying here that as long as Yamaraj, who causes everyone's death, is present here, no one shall meet that with the death. So, because he is the person responsible and he is the controller of the death. So, how anybody can, no Yamaduta can come because no Yamaduta can overrule Yamaraj. So, here great sages have invited all the sages headed by Shanuka and sages of Naimisharanya, invited Yamaraj himself to participate in the great sacrifice in Naimisharanya. So, of course, not only Yamaraj, even other sages like Vyasadeva and all other there, and even said that Brahma also was present. Brahma, Vyasa, they were all present. So, Yamaraj is a representation of the Lord, for specifically the death, or specifically punishing the people who are, sinful. And Prabhupada in the purport says that every human being dislikes meeting of death. No, not only a human being, no jiva wants death, because soul is attached to the body. Soul doesn't want to leave this body. Even the smallest ant or the biggest animal, nobody wants death, because nobody wants to leave this body. But especially this is applicable to human beings. Prabhupada brings out human being because human being has got intelligence. Atato Brahma Jijnasa, like says Shastra. So human being got this knowledge, and they should ask who I am, why I am here, where I am going. So everybody has to go to death. There is no way I can escape the death. Even though I don't like it, I don't want it, but I cannot. So, but at the same time, Prabhupada says that that person, the common man, doesn't know how to get rid of death. So nobody can get rid of it, but at the same time, devotee, yes, devotee can get rid of death. Means that he will not take birth again. He will, yes, he'll go back from this world, come back to Godhead. Whereas a common man who was materialistic or sinful person, they have to take birth, millions of birth again, and go to the Yamaraj, get punished in hell. Or if you have done any pious credit, go to the heaven, enjoy, and then come back. Again, the 84 millions of, cycle, he has to go through it. But Srila Prabhupada is giving a best solution to get rid of the cycle of birth and death is to hear the nectarian pastime of the Lord systematically narrated in the text of Srimad Bhagavatam. Just hearing Bhagavatam, we can get out of this cycle of birth and death. So that is the real solution. Prabhupada says, any human being who desires to freedom from the death should take to this course of life as recommended by the sage Shanuka. Any human being, if I have to call myself a human, I should do this. If I'm not doing this, I'm equivalent to animal. That's why Prabhupada says. So if I'm not taking up hearing of Krishna, I'm not taking up hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, I'm equal to animal, because ahara, nidra, bhaya, maituna, these four things animal also does, human also does. Then what is my difference with animal? So we as a human life, as very precious life for us, we should give more importance to hearing Srimad Bhagavatam Holy name. This is the real problem. The so-called educationist, so-called intelligent people in the society, how much ever tell, they don't take up chanting the holy name or hearing Bhagavatam. We can see in our own congregation also. Many times we keep telling, but no, somehow that the interest doesn't come. We'll have so many excuses, so many reasons not to come. But we can find one reason to come. That is real, to get rid of the repeated birth and death. That is a real ultimate the cause. And everything happens for that. But we are missing that. I work hard. Maybe people say that I'm so busy in my work. I'm busy in so many other things. But I don't have time for Bhagavatam. I don't have time for chanting. But what for that money? What for I'm working so hard? For whom am I going to take when I going back? When the Yamaduta comes, what can I take? I cannot take anything. Is there a guarantee that my children will enjoy it? No guarantee. Because next life, I don't know where I am, what their karma, we don't know. Then what should I do? So much ugra karma. That doesn't mean that agrasta should not work. Yes, it should work to the extent required only. No ugra karma, because give priority for hearing Bhagavatam, because make this human life successful. This is a real problem. How much ever we tell, of course, I'm also in the same line. So that's why we need to help each other. We need to, that's why Prabhupada says we should be paradukha dukhi. Those people not coming to Bhagavatam, not taking chanting, they are actually dukhi. They don't know they have disease, but they don't know. We, at least those who know, we should help them. At least that's the reason I'm requesting all of you. Please call one person per day. Request them to take up the chanting. Request them to come to Bhagavatam. That is the real service. That's the real devotee care. At least one person per day. It's not a big deal. One message, one call. Maybe after 10 call, he or she may come. Let's do that. That's why Prabhupada says, no human being should avoid hearing Bhagavatam. No human being should avoid hearing the holy name, because that is real foolishness. The next verse he talks about is real foolishness, because that is the ultimate goal of life, is to get out of this material world. But except that, we do everything else. That's why we all should have that sympathy, daya, jiva daya. Jiva daya is one of the prime aspect of bhakti. Jiva daya, Vaishnava seva, namaruchi. Vaishnava seva required namaruchi, the taste for the holy name, and jivadaya. Jivadaya means the having mercy on others. That is the real kripa. We are not bhajanandis, we are ghostyanandis. Bhajanandis are those who sit and read their, Bhagavatam chant, they are bhajanandis. But we are ghostyanandis, we are Prabhupada Anugas. We go out and call people, do extra effort to take risk for the preaching. That's what Prabhupada wanted, and that's what Prabhupada disciples also doing it. They did so much preaching. Prabhupada disciples did so much for preaching. There are devotees, as just because Prabhupada said you go to China, they left China without any arrangement and without any safety of their life. There are devotees, I think Bhavananda Prabhu, just because Prabhupada said he went to Pakistan, he didn't bother about his life. Prabhupada was literally scared. But they did that because they had so much faith that my Guru Maharaj is saying this, I should do this. There are devotees who went to Russia. They gave up their life. There are devotees went to South Africa. There are people get killed for the name of because of preaching. But we don't have to do that. But at least we can call 1-2 person per day, give this holy name, and ask them to come to Bhagavatam. That is a real mercy, real service we can do. That is what Prabhupada is saying here. Okay, we'll do next sloka.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
I am allotted 9.
Yes.
Hare Krishna. Mandasya manda pranyasya vayo mandayushas savai nidraya kriyate naktam diva savyartha karma bhi. Hare Krishna. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Translation. Lazy human beings with paltry intelligence and a short duration of life pass the night sleeping and the day performing activities that are for not purport. The less intelligent do not know the real value of human form of life. The human form is a special gift of material nature. In the course of her enforcing stringent laws, laws of miseries upon the living being, it is a chance to achieve the highest boon of life, namely to get out of the entanglement of repeated birth and death. The intelligent take care of this important gift by strenuously endeavoring to get out of the entanglement. But the less intelligent are lazy and unable to evaluate the gift of human life, human body to achieve liberation from the material bondage. They become more interested in so-called economic development and work very hard throughout life simply for the sense enjoyment of the temporary body. Sense enjoyment is also allowed to the lower animals by law of nature, and thus a human being is also destined to a certain amount of sense enjoyment according to his past or present life. But one should definitely try to understand this, understand that sense enjoyment is not the ultimate goal of human life. Herein it is said that during the daytime, one works for nothing because the aim is nothing but sense enjoyment. We can particularly observe how the human being is engaged for nothing in the great cities and industrial towns. There are so many things manufactured by human energy, but they are all meant for sense enjoyment and not for getting out of material bondage. And after working hard during the daytime, a tired man either sleeps or engages in sex habits at night. That is the program of materialistic civilized life for the less intelligent. Therefore, they are designated herein as lazy, unfortunate, and short lived. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Wonderful purport Srila Prabhupada has given here. So, Sloka says, lazy human being with the paltry intelligence, less intelligent, and short duration of life pass the night sleeping and the day performing activities that are for naught and for nothing. So, even the same sloka, similar sloka comes, Prayen alpayushu kalo janaha manda sumanda mathayo manda bhagya upadrita. The duration of life is becoming less and less year after year. And we have become lazy, manda sumanda. We were unintelligent and always upadrataha, disturbed. And it's being increasing only, day by day, increasing only. My age is not reducing it. I'm becoming old. My body is not cooperating. Day by day, my body is creating more and more problems. My mind is creating problems. My society is creating problems. This keep on increasing only. It's never going to reduce it. And at the same time, what I am doing it? During the day, I work hard, morning to evening, thinking that I'll earn money. And night, either sleep or sex. What else? This is available for ordinary animals. Ahara nidra bhaya maituna is available for them. Prabhupada is saying, then what is the use of human life? So Prabhupada says in the purport, less intelligent do not know the real value of human form of life. The human form of life is not meant for these activities, because thus animal also. The human form is meant for understanding the Supreme Lord, self-realization, understand and come back to Godhead. This is the ultimate, after 84 lakhs, the opportunity given is human form. This human form, if you don't misuse it, will be misused and will go back to the same cycle again. Millions of years will have to rot. So that's why Prabhupada says that otherwise the course of enforcing stringent laws of miseries on living beings, either Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi or Adibhautika, Adidevika or Adhyatmika. These are the miseries caused by my mind, body, or the misery caused by other living entities, or misery caused by the nature. Everything would happen. There is no way I'm going to be happy. If at all I think that I'm happy, it's very, very kshanika or very, very temporary. Like olden days, the kings used to punish the criminals by taking them into the boat into the middle of the river. The soldiers will drown them into the water. They put their face into the water. The person will feel breathlessness, they struggle. After struggling so much, he'll just remove them for some few minutes. So that's the time the person thinks, oh, I'm relieved now. I'm happy. And again, he will put them back to the water. So this is the kind of happiness I'm going to. I'm continuously suffering. In between, I get some, little happiness. For that, I'm working hard. I'm struggling so much. So that's why Prabhupada is intelligent, take care of this important gift by strenuously endeavoring to get out of this entanglement. So we have to strenuously endeavor. Nothing comes free. Material things may come free because of my karma. But spiritual things cannot come free. That's the difference. Actually, then what we are doing ulta. For material things, we work hard, which anyway will come. If I am destined as per my karma, will come. But spiritual things, I have to work hard. I have to struggle. I have to do my sadhana. I have to do my the daily sadhana nicely. Then only I can get. But I always do opposite. Whereas less intelligent people are more interested in so-called economic development, progress, building the road, building the missiles, so many things. What is the result? End of the day, we'll get into the same trouble. So we work hard just to make this, whereas human being is not meant for this. Actually, the same activity is done by the animal also. Animal also works hard. Donkey works hard whole day just for some bunch of grasses, and again have sex with the female and get kicked by the female ass. That's all. What is use? Prabhupada says they work for nothing. The whatever they get is nothing. So this not meant for sense enjoyment and not for getting out of material bondage. The human life is to get out of the material entanglement. Whereas I always think otherwise. I think I work hard. I make money. I enjoy. Think that there are people work in especially the Western countries, of course, started here also. Work 5 days, 2 days enjoy, go to beach or get to some resort, spend whole money, come back Monday again, work hard. That's it. What happened? What for? The life is gone. Life is gone. Childhood is gone in playing. Youth is gone with the boy and girl. And after that, the family. Then work hard, make some for children. Then old age, when not able to do anything, cough, and joint pain, struggle, and finally leave. That is the story of a human materialistic person. That we have to stop and get out of this world. We will read one more sloka.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, it's allotted to me.
Yeah.
Canto 1, Chapter 16, Text 10. Sutta Uvacha Yada Parikshit Kuru Jangale Avasat Kalim Pravishtam Nija Chakravartite Nishmaya Vartham Anati Priyam Tata Sarasanam Samyuga Saundihi Adade. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Sutta Goswami said, while Maharaja Parikshita was residing in the capital of Kuru Empire, the symptoms of the age of Kali began to infiltrate within the jurisdiction of his state. When he learned about this, he did not think the matter very palatable. This did, however, give him a chance to fight. He took up his bow and arrow and prepared himself for military activities. Purport. The state administration of Maharaja Parikshit was so perfect that he was sitting in his capital peacefully. But he got the news that the symptoms of the age of Kali had already infiltrated into the jurisdiction of his state, and he did not like this news. What are the symptoms of the age of Kali? They are 1. Illicit connection with women, 2. Indulgence in meat eating, 3. Intoxication, and 4. Taking pleasure in gambling. The age of Kali literally means the age of quarrel, and the above mentioned 4 symptoms in human society are the root cause for all kinds of quarrel. Maharaja Parikshit heard that some of the people of the state had already taken to those symptoms, and he wanted to take immediate steps against such causes of unrest. This means that at least up to the regime of Maharaja Parikshit, such symptoms of public life were practically unknown, and as soon as they were slightly detected, he wanted to root them out. The news was not palatable for him, but in a way it was because Maharaja Parikshit got a chance to fight. There was no need to fight with small states because everyone was peacefully under his subordination, but the Kali Yuga miscreants gave his fighting spirit a chance for exhibition. A perfect Kshatriya king is always jubilant as soon as he gets a chance to fight. just as a sportsman is eager when there is a chance for a sporting match. It is no argument that in the age of Kali, such symptoms are predestined. If so, then why was there a preparation for fighting out such symptoms? Such arguments are offered by lazy and unfortunate men. In the rainy season, rain is predestined, and yet people take precautions to protect themselves. Similarly, in the age of Kali, the symptoms, as above mentioned, are sure to infiltrate into social life, but it is the duty of the state to save the citizens from the association of the agents of the age of Kali. Maharaja Parikshit wanted to punish the miscreants indulging in the symptoms of Kali and thus save the innocent citizens who were pure in habit by culture of religion. It is the duty of the king to give such protection, and Maharaja Parikshit was perfectly right when he prepared himself to fight. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Sutta Goswami further says here, while Maharaj Parikshit was residing on the capital Kuru Empire, the symptom of age of Kali began to infiltrate within the jurisdiction of his state. When he learned about this, he did not think the matter was palatable. This did, however, give him a chance to fight. He took up his bow and arrow and prepared himself for military activities. So when the Kali appeared in his kingdom, Maharaja Parikshit was ready to immediately take action, because Prabhupada says in purport, before that, it was not known. And he says, what are those, the four aspects of the Kali Yuga? Illicit connection and indulgence in meat eating, intoxication, and taking pleasure in gambling. Now, as a practice devotees, I think all of us are practicing and all of us are serious practitioner of bhakti. These four things is a mandatory for us. Prabhupada says that, to oneself to call himself a human, at least these four things has to be followed. Even, that's a basic necessity of a human being. When say illicit connection with the woman, not only the woman with a man, both opposite sex it comes. And again, it go, even though it stays this much, but it goes little beyond that. The connection can be mental, can be physical. Physical is definitely dangerous, but mental is also dangerous. Many times we see that, the especially in the corporate world, the people talking each other or, the opposite sex. They may not have a direct physical, but there will be a lot of mental activities, whether talking or, the way they express each other. So this is also considered illicit connection. Should be very, very careful on that, because that leads to the next level. Because everything happens in the mind first, then comes the physical. So should be very, very careful on that as a practice devotees. And then comes in the meat eating. Of course, meat eating, we may not eat meat, but there are little more deeper into that. Anything connected to the meat or anything connected to the leather, anything connected to the animal killing, we should avoid, whether using leather products or, leather furnitures, anything connected to that, because that's also killing animal. More than that, we also should avoid buy anything from the people who sell meat, because directly, indirectly, we will be supporting them to killing animal. So we should be very careful on that. Any shop, any business which deals with the meat, we should avoid buying anything from them. We may not buy meat, but we buy other things that indirectly helps them to kill more animal. So that should be, and especially the cow slaughter has to be stopped. So otherwise, wherever cow slaughter is there, Krishna will not be happy. That society will never be happy. So then in that meat, that includes the onion garlic also. We should try to avoid should avoid onion garlic. Then intoxication. Intoxications, definitely yes, we should not use intoxication. Like anything, whether tea, including tea, coffee also, or liquors or BD cigarette. But there is some other intoxication, the pride. My pride is more intoxication than this normal intoxication. I should be very, very careful on that, because Krishna doesn't like his devotees with proud. So that intoxication also should be avoided. And gambling, definitely we should not do any gambling. But there are certain subtle gambling that also should be avoided, like dealing in the shares, or unnecessary thinking that I'll invest this, I'll get a huge money. There are so many devotees are gone trapped in that. People know there is so many online scams that are happening. You give 10 rupees or you give 1,000 rupees, you'll give 2,000 rupees. This way people easily trap them. There's so many gambling. And even in their life also, there are so many gambling of taking undue risk and causing our spirituality a risk. That kind of gambling has to be avoided. Because yes, if at all we can take a gamble to preach more, to propagate Krishna consciousness, yes, there we can use it, not for anything material or anything sense gratification. So these are the areas we as practicing devotees, we should focus. Not only focus, we should help each other. Yes, definitely. I'm also prone to mistakes. So we should help each other, and we should, advise and correct each other, so that we are all go in the right direction. Prabhupada says that a perfect Kshatriya king is always jubilant to as soon as he get a chance to fight. But a perfect devotee is always jubilant as soon as he get a chance to preach. Preaching opportunity, whatever it is, we should take, because this is our fight. We are fight against Maya. We should be ready to fight against Maya and preach Krishna consciousness as much as possible. At the same time, Prabhupada says we should protect ourselves. We should protect, like when you rainy days carrying umbrella. Similarly, when you go out, always keep chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This holy name and mercy of the Guru and Prabhupada. Whatever you go out, take the mercy, pray it sincerely, take their protection, because without their protection, we may not be able to do any of our services. Finally, Prabhupada says, Maharaj Parikshit was perfectly right when he prepared himself to fight. Yes, we as a practice devotees, we should fight against our own anarthas, kama, krodha, mada, matsara, and also we should fight against Maya with the blessings of the Lord. Deviya Shagunamai Mama Maya Durataya. We cannot fight with the Maya without the mercy of the Krishna. So we have to do our sadhana nicely. With that, we can fight against Maya and go back to Krishna. Hare Krishna. I'll stop here. Devotees can share their comments. Asha Mataji. Asha Mataji is there? Yeah, there. Okay, sure. Please go ahead. Asha Mataji, you are there?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, sorry. Please go ahead.
My today's takeaway is, as a human being, what I should do. Is my takeaway, Prabhuji. I understood all the points, because human life is very rare, and as human, what I should do is my takeaway for today. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Mataji. Hare Krishna. Archana Mataji, want to say anything?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Mataji.
Understood, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Lakshmi Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank
We
you.
should use this opportunity to go near Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Krishna. Yes, Maria Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Intelligent human beings know how to get rid of death, how to overcome materialistic desire. Listening to pastimes and glories of Supreme Lord is the only way and optimum utilization of human birth to go back home, go back to back to Godhead, breaking the birth and death cycle. One must stop working indiscriminately, that is Ugra Karma, and Paraduka and Duki, call one person one day at least to involve in Bhagavatam classes. No human beings neglect the opportunity of listening Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. Less intelligent human beings work hard in daytime for economical development and utilize the life for sleeping and sense gratification. Punishment of suffocating in water as an example for short enjoyment. And human life is a gift of Supreme Lord, rare opportunity, everyone to realize and get rid of birth and death cycle. Symptoms of Kali Yuga, violation of four principles, that is illicit relationship, gambling, meat eating, and intoxication. We must completely avoid all this thing, and we must I must maintain these four principles. Devotee must utilize every opportunity for preaching and sharing Krishna consciousness among fellow human beings, among non-devotees especially. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. That
Hare
much I
Krishna Prabhuji. Varsha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you for the class. So today's takeaway for me is like when I am being born as human, so I am different from animals. So I should not be just doing the casual things what they do. So instead of that, I should be doing Krishna service and consciously I should do japa and all and avoid all these things what Prabhupada has explained us. That's Hare Krishna.
Uma Shankar Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So, human life is durlabha. So, only the human beings are giving that intelligence to get associated with Krishna consciousness. So, our sincere thing is to practice the devotional service, and if should not endeavor for that ugra karma. So, actually, it's in few of the lectures it is told that we should not endeavor too hard. We are all the sons of the rich person. So Krishna. So we have just forgotten the association. So only we are getting indulged in this karma, in this materialistic world. So the real hard work we have to do is towards the devotional service or for the spiritual progress. Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So we'll stop here. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhavyacha patitana pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna. See you tomorrow.
Pranams Prabhuji.
Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Dandavat.
Hare Krishna.